What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I'm bringing you a manga review of the Promised Neverland Chapter 58. And of course, this man has a hidden gun cache somewhere, because you can't have a post-apocalyptic world without someone having a gun cache somewhere. So that kind of goes back to what I was thinking about this series, that a war is probably still actively going on somewhere in this world for him to still have this type of arsenal. And it also kind of explains how he was able to have survived on his own for so long, because he's probably been going to wherever this battlefield is, grabbing what he can, going to places that's been wrecked or destroyed, or taking them off bodies and bringing them back to this shelter that he has. And the question of who are the poachers, and that's something I'm going to get to, is still lingering. And even though I feel like we're not getting closer to that answer right now, we're beginning to unravel just what it may mean. But something that I want to talk about first is I'm glad that they're stopping just a little bit to show the childlike personality that this man, Mr. No Name, has. Because think about it. He says he's escaped 13 years ago. We don't know how long he's been on his own, but it's definitely been since he was a kid. So because he grew up by himself, he still has those qualities of a kid, even though he's an adult. I mean, he was straight up bullying the kids. I mean, he gave them all nicknames, you know, from calling Emma Antenna Head and calling Ray, you know, what he called him, like Sleepy Cyclops, because, you know, he has the emo hair, calling Gilda, you know, Four Eyes, Pepperoni Face, all types of names and insults for these kids. And that's something that a child would do. That's something that a bully would do. And even though it's more along the lines of a coping mechanism, that he wants to belittle and tease these kids because he doesn't want to get close to them because of the darkness he had within his heart, it's also at the same time that even though this man is an adult, he still has those childlike qualities, because he's only grew up as a child. He didn't have any, you know, adults around with him to grow up and change. He just knows that he needs to be battle hardened in order to live and survive in this world that we're in. And he goes into this room, and he always looks at this room with the word scribbled poachers on it. And Emma started asking the hard questions, and shouts out to Gilda as well, because Gilda was like, what do we have to offer this man? He could very well kill us at any time. Why would he go along with this? And Ray chimes in as well, saying he doesn't have a reason to. This could all go sour. This man could turn on us. So he must have some type of motivation in order to want to help us. And I said that in the last chapter too, like, what's in it for this man? And it's clear to see that he doesn't want the same thing to happen to these kids that happened to him, because we actually see a flashback that everybody around him died, whether he did it himself, which I highly doubt, or this is where the poachers come in. Because I think what happened with the poachers is that, remember, this man is a kid, and we're seeing some parallels here now, because this man was a kid. He probably got into this world on the other side of where he is now, and he saw some more humans. And they probably built this shelter. They probably found this shelter from the kids that probably belonged to someone else who died the same way. And, you know, these poachers were probably promising to actually help them get through, or to get to safety if they harbor them, or take them back to their stronghold or their warehouse. And once they got there, they killed everybody, took everything that he had, and only left him alive, either to rub it in out of spite, or maybe out of some type of twisted, you know, thank you for giving these people everything they needed to move forward. And hence that's probably where the poachers came from. But we see the parallel now with Ray and Emma and all these kids coming to this man, not knowing him from Adam, being wide-eyed and optimistic, and not really knowing what's out there in the world. And he's probably looking at them like, I can very well do to you kids to what happened to me. And it's a part of him that doesn't want to see that happen. That's why he's being so dark. That's why he's being so brooding about things. But at the same time, because he's been so alone and so isolated, he does want their company, but he has an image to uphold. So that's why he agreed to let the kids stay. He's gonna go with Ray and Emma, but he laid down the ground rules. He basically broke it down like a mama. He said, don't look at shit, don't touch shit, don't ask for shit, because you ain't getting shit. And if you touch anything up in my crib, you're gonna die. So there's that as well. But we're beginning to unravel what went on with him, and I cannot wait till we get to the chapter to actually see his backstory, because that darkness is still there with the Promised Neverland. We already know that everybody with him died, but he takes a lot of this responsibility onto himself, and my prediction is that he trusted some other humans, and then they just came in, took advantage of these kids, killed them, and left him alive as a sick game. So that's why I think they're going with that. Also, you know, with with Ray and Emma wanting to move forward, we're not gonna see Ray, Emma, and who knows when we're gonna get back to the farm with young Phil. I would love to see what's going on with Phil and Mama right now, because if we're not gonna see them for a 2-year span in this story, he has to be a lord by then. He already is a little young lord, but imagine how boss he is gonna be when they finally do go back. And he may just have Mama on his side as well, because Mama let the kids get away. So she probably wants to get out of this world too. Imagine if Phil and Mama are actually working together. I don't know, guys. I just cannot wait to get back to that side of the story and see what they're up to. But I really don't think this plan is going to go as well as they think they are. It will go. Being with this unknown man for 2 years and then trying to go back to the farm and rescue everything else is going to be an obstacle in the way, no doubt. It's just a matter of what's going to happen. That's going to be the biggest problem. So again, this was a very decent chapter. This has been the most calm as far as a streak of calmness as Promised Neverland's ever seen. But I think things are going to pick up now, because they have 4 days to prepare. They're on the last day, and at the end of the chapter, we see that this man has nothing but weapons, while Emma was out there learning how to shoot a bow and arrow. Imagine the kickback she's going to have using one of those big ass cannons he had down there. So the kids are going to get armed. They're going to get ready for war. They're going to get ready for more danger. And it's going to take more than a little knife to take care of what's going to be out there. We already know that. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this chapter below. Let me know if you liked the video. If you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because there's not a shortage of content for you to indulge on this channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.